for sporting goods stores, but they're small enough to remember your name, your school mascot, solve problems, and answer questions. The Sports Shop in Colby.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball 100.3 The Line. It's the Funk Optometry pregame show as we get set for tonight's matchup. The Colby Eagles and the Scott City Beavers in Greater Western Athletic Conference play. And nice to be able to open up the post-Christmas part of the schedule at home here at the community building. We didn't have a ton of home games in December, really spent a good chunk of time on the road, so it's nice to get back here and play in the friendly confines of the Colby Community Building. Had a tough goal here tonight on both the men's and women's side. Of course, Scott City, always a good team, and this women's program we were doing about 4 years ago has really come around, and they're playing some excellent basketball right now. They have the last couple of years and continue to get better and better, and they've done a good job of building this program here since Sarah McCormick took over as the head coach, and again, they've just continued to get better and better year in and year out. They've been one of the top teams in the GWAC, and will be again this year. Colby again shorthanded without Jill Stevens, who injured that shoulder in the last game in Goodland there before the holiday break, and so she's going to be out of the lineup, and that's going to be a tough one for Colby because that's not only a good leader on the floor, but also a tremendous offensive threat, for sure. So, again, she will not be in the lineup for Colby, and she hopefully recovers from that shoulder injury fairly soon. It was a tough one. Again, something she injured last year and been dealing with this year, and playing some pretty good basketball, and then hurt that in the last couple minutes of the last game. Again, that's a big one for the Eagles not having in the lineup. We put a little bit more in Allie Vaughn, who's hitting score for the Eagles on the season, but what it does is it allows a lot more double teams and a lot more box and one type defenses, and makes it a little tougher for her to get open looks. So we'll see how Colby adjusts offensively. We had to do this last year, though. Again, kind of a similar situation. Right before the Orange and Black Classic, and Stevens hurt that shoulder and missed a good chunk of the season before coming back late, and we're seeing what happens here this year. If she can bounce back from that and get back here. We'll see how the Lady Eagles adjust. They've got a lot of quality players on this team. They don't have a ton of depth. We talked about that on the season as far as overall numbers, but the kids that they do have can play, and they got a lot of good shooters, and they'll try to get somebody to step into that role and fill in tonight. So we'll see how that all plays out. We're going to take one more break, then we'll come back and take a look at starting lineups and get you set for the opening tip-off of this game, Colby versus Scott City. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Line.
Losing a loved one can be the most difficult experience you ever go through. But at Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time of grief. We serve all of Northwest Kansas and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorial products. Contact Kirstenbrock Funeral Chapel at 785-462-7979 and let us help you through your loss. That's 785-462-7979 or online at kirstenbrockfuneralchapel.com.
ServiceMaster in Colby, Kansas wants you to know that your carpet is like a huge air filter, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It can irritate your lungs, complicate asthma, even make you sick. But for more than 50 years, ServiceMaster Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. The pros at ServiceMaster will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call ServiceMaster at 785-462-3423 to get started today.
Your farm doesn't close when the weather kicks up. That's why Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas carries Case IH Compact Farm All C and Compact Farm All C CVT tractors with cabs. The roomy, open platform provides an exceptional operating environment designed for all weather comfort. And while you're in the driver's seat, knock out every task using a wide variety of loader attachments and implements. For more on Case IH Compact Farm All C and C CVT tractors, in-cab and non-cab configurations, see Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas.
This is J.L. Evans with Western State Bank in Colby. It's hard to believe that we are starting our second year at our new Home on the Range, 1750 South Range in Colby. As we continue to grow, the entire staff here at Western State Bank would like to introduce and welcome our new Vice President, Mr. Matt Smith. Matt was born here in Northwest Kansas and comes to us with significant banking experience. Matt specializes in agriculture and commercial loans, so come on in and meet Matt here at the Western State Bank, located across from Dillon's on South Range in Colby. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Tom Harrison, Homeland Realty and Auction. If you are looking for a home, check out our listings. We offer commercial property, residential listings, and, of course, land. Now, if you're looking to sell, there's never been a better time. Our properties are advertised on the web, homelandre.com, newspapers, and on Facebook. Stop by and see us at our offices in Goodland at 1112 Main and in Colby at 1055 South Range. Let us go to work for you. Homeland Realty and Auction.
The taco combo at a Taco John's. Get full for $6. Free crispy tacos, small potato olegas, and a 20-ounce drink. Baby, that's what I said. A taco combo at a Taco John's. Get full for $6, yeah.
Taco John's in Colby.
Now back to more of the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. It's time to take a look at the starting lineup tonight for the two teams, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance and local agent Dave Brown with offices in Colby and Atwood. Stop by and see Farm Bureau Insurance today. They bring you our starting lineup tonight for the two teams. First for Scott City, it'll be J.C. Rose-Droz, a 5'6" junior. Lindy Rumford will be in the starting lineup. Number 12, a 5'10" junior. Bryn McCormick will get the start tonight, a 5'7" freshman for the Scott City Beavers. Also starting tonight for the Scott City Beavers will be Emily Weathers, the 5'11" junior, and then Madison Shepard will round out the starting lineup, the 5'5" junior. Starting lineup tonight for your Colby Eagles includes Holly Vaughn, the 5'7" junior. Kaylee Shields will get the start, the 5'7" junior for the Lady Eagles. Also in the starting lineup, Brooklyn Jones, the 5'5" freshman. Also starting tonight will be Kennedy Stanley, the 5'8" sophomore for the Lady Eagles, and of course Brittany Foss, the 5'4" junior. That is the starting lineup tonight as we head into this contest, Colby versus Scott City. Again, starting lineup brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, your local agent Dave Brown with offices in Colby and Atwood. That'll do it for the Funk Optometry pregame show. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll be back with the opening tip-off, Colby versus Scott City, after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
Farmers, Simplot of Atwood would like to thank you for your business this year and wish you the very best in this upcoming growing season. Keep Simplot of Atwood in mind for all your fertilizer needs and after-harvest stubble removal. They're also there to help you with your custom application as well as anhydrous and dry fertilizer product and services. For more information, contact them today at 785-626-9609. That's 785-626-9609. And once again, Simplot of Atwood want to wish you the very best in this upcoming growing season.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Emily Weathers, the 5'11 junior, jumping for the Scott City Beavers. Kennedy Stanley will jump for the Lady Eagles tonight at 5'8". The tip by Stanley, but Scott City comes away with the basketball and will set up the offense on the left side. A drive to the hoop. A blocking foul right out of the gates is going to be on Kennedy Stanley. The Eagles, their first personal, first team foul. And Scott City's going to go to the line 6 seconds into this ball game. At the line for Scott City will be Bryn McCormick. 2 shots here for McCormick. First one's up and good. Scott City on the board first here tonight. Second free throw. Ball McCormick on the way is also good. Hits them both. 2-0 Scott City on top. First possession of the game for Colby. We're going to see Scott City with some full court pressure here right out of the gates. Colby gets the inbound pass into Jones. Jones over to Foss. Foss gets by her defender. Takes it across the timeline. Feeds it underneath to Stanley, who finds Shields on the backside. Easy lay-in attempt, but they didn't get the shot to go. It rolled out and then went out of bounds off of Shields on the rebound. Boy, it was a good ball movement by the Lady Eagles. Got the look they wanted and maybe rushed that lay-in a little bit too much there. Just missed it. So Scott City with the basketball off the turnover. Colby into their zone defense. Scott City with it in the middle. Ball knocked loose. And being battled for. Scott City comes up with it, but they throw it away. They throw it away, and Kennedy Stanley comes up with it and up the floor, but she stutter stepped and traveled. Again, another easy lay-in opportunity, and we didn't get anything out of it. 2-0. Scott City with the lead. And the ball. Scott City in their visiting blue uniforms with white numbering and a lighter blue trim with the Beaver logo on the right pant leg. Jumper in the lane is up and in by Emily Weathers from the left elbow. 4-0 Scott City. Colby in their home white uniforms, orange numbering and black trim. Orange and black stripe down the side with the Power Eagle logo on the left pant leg. Eagles with it. Jones gets it up top of the key to Fox, who sets it up. Scott City in a man-to-man D here against the Eagles tonight. Colby with it. Stanley going to hand it off to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn, a little crossover, had it knocked loose. Goes off of his foot and out of bounds to Colby. And here's the deal. I think that would have been Scott City basketball had they not tried to save it. Bryn McCormick tried to save it right before it went out of bounds, and I think it had gone off the foot to Colby, so it would have been their ball. But this is a break for the Eagles. Foss throw it in for Colby, looking, gets it to Stanley, who had it knocked loose. Out of bounds, it'll be Colby ball still. They'll reach them down a little further down the floor. Foss, Stanley, Vaughn, Shields, and Jones, the 5 on the floor. Colby down, 4-0, just underway here. About a minute, 21 seconds into the opening quarter. Eagles with it, left side. Hallie Vaughn looking in the corner, doesn't have Foss. It's a screen from Shields, drives to the right side, spins, and travels. Double team came, and Vaughn tried to spin into the paint there, and when that second defender got there, she slid her pivot foot trying to get around it, and the officials all over that one. So another turnover back to Scott City. Beavers will set it up here. Madison Chaplin took it across midcourt. Ball knocked loose by Foss, but Chaplin runs it back down. The left side feeds it in the corner to Weathers. Now watch her. Good jump shooter, and we'll see the jump shot here. That's good. On the baseline, about a 10-footer. 4 points in the game for Weathers. 6-0 Scott City. Colby again looking to get it in. Jones in the corner to Foss. Foss. Again blows by her defender, J.C. Rose. And we'll set it up here. Kennedy Stanley. Hands it off to Vaughn. Vaughn off the screen, drives, spins. Sipper dribble, and has it knocked loose. He's trying to get it out. And Scott City going to take it up the floor, but we're going to get a double dribble here. Emily Weathers got in a little bit of a hurry before she got that steal secured and pushed it down with both hands. Scott City with a substitution. Kennedy Holstein will check into the ball game. Out of the lineup is J.C. Rose for the Beavers. Colby still with Foss, Stanley, Vaughn, and Shields on 4. Foss inbounds to Vaughn, back to Shields. Back to Foss, who gets it across half court. Left side, gets it into the hands of Jones. Jones in the top left, gets the screen from Shields and a good one, and then a foul call on Weathers trying to catch back up to a nice screen that time. Foul on Scott City, that's on Emily Weathers, her first personal, first team foul on the Beavers. So Colby will inbound near midcourt on the left side of the floor. Foss to throw it in for Colby. Levine gets it into Stanley. Hands it back off to Foss. Foss finds Stanley on the back door cut. Nice job running the pick and roll there. The delay and missed by Stanley. Rebound, and the putback was no good by Kaylee Shields, but she is fouled and will go to the line. Colby's like 0 for 6 on lay-ins. Particularly part of this ballgame. They've had looks, man. Just haven't been able to get the shots to go. Shields at the free throw line, and the Eagles are on the board. It's the first of 2. She gets that for her second attempt here. Dribbles twice, set, shoots, and good. 6-2. Colby down. Eagles with the substitution here. Checking into the ball game for Colby is Mackenzie Dodson. Shields will get a break. Scott City up the floor against the press. They'll get it off in the corner on the right side. Jumper's up and no good by Lunkford. Rebound in the putback is missed by Weathers. Colby with the rebound this time. Vaughn gets it, and she is hustling it off the floor. Open, top of the key, 4-3. In and out, no good. Good rebound by Kennedy Stanley, though, for Colby. Stanley in the paint, kicks it out. Here's a 3 by Jones, top of the key. It's no good. Another rebound, Vaughn this time. Lay-in is up, no good. Foul called. Free throws coming. Great job by Colby, crashing the glass on that possession. Foul on the play, charged to Kennedy Holstein, her first. That is the third team foul on Scott City. I don't think that's correct. It should be 2 and 2. Yeah, they don't have it right on the scoreboard. 2 fouls for each team. Free throw up in there by Vaughn. And Hallie will have another one upcoming here. J.C. Rose back into the game for Scott City. Bren McCormick getting a break. Vaughn will get set to shoot her second. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Scott City. Pulled down by Lindy Rumford. 6-3. The Eagles have kept the Scott City lead at half. Beavers with the basketball, top of the key. J.C. Rose passes in the corner. Weathers just inside three-point territory. Missed that one badly. Rebound pulled down by Dodson. Dodson to Jones. Jones up the floor, lost it off her foot and out of bounds. Scott City's going to get it under the Colby basket. Couple of substitutions. Shields into the game for Dodson for Colby. And in for Scott City is Shelby Patton. And also back into the ball game is Bren McCormick. Jones, Shields, Stanley, Vaughn, and Foss to fly 5 on the floor for Colby. Scott City hustling it up the floor. They're going to open 3 on the right side. A badly missed shot by J.C. Rose. Hard off the far into the backboard. Missed the rim by a bunch. But Scott City with a rebound. But now here's one knocked loose by Vaughn. Gets the steal. Knocked it loose and then ran it down, and Vaughn up the floor off the glass. Good. Lay-in finally goes for Colby. That was a tough shot, too, for Vaughn. Got it to fall, and it's a 1-point game, 6-5 in favor of Scott City. The Beavers started the game on a 6-0 run. Colby now on a 5-0 run of their own. Scott City whether to drive in the paint, and a blocking foul on the Eagles prior to the shot. This will be charged on Kaylee Shields, her first personal, and that will be the second team foul called on the Eagles. Scott City will inbound. Rose looking. Lobs it up top of the key into the hands of Chaplin. Down the left baseline, Rose. Feeds it underneath. Kick it back out. Again, Scott City just moving it around the key here. There's a 3 on the top, no good. Rebound tipped around and finally pulled down by Colby in the hands of Jones. And Colby off the floor. Vaughn open for 3 with time, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fox on the backside for Colby, though. And the Eagles will get another opportunity here on this possession. Fox picks up the dribble, needs a little help here. Finds Jones. Jones gets it over to the hands of Stanley. Kennedy. Back to Brooklyn Jones on the top right. Now Vaughn off a double screen for 3 at the top. It's short. Had to rush that shot a little bit as a defender coming from the backside. And she misses out of bounds. Scott City will put Abby McDaniel and Lindy Rumford back into the ball game. Colby staying with Fox, Vaughn, Shields, Jones, and Stanley. And put a little pressure here on the inbound. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on Vaughn. And this is what Colby has to be careful of. It's just her first, so not a big deal right now, but need Hallie Vaughn in this game. That's her first personal, third on Colby. So both teams with 3. They got it corrected on the board. The inbound pass stolen by Fox. Finds on with a great pass. Allen with a nice crossover into the paint. Shot doesn't go. Another mislay-in by the Eagles, and here comes Scott City on a run of their own. Eagles get 2 defenders back. Scott City with a circuit shot in the paint. Bailed out by a foul call on Kennedy Stanley. It'll be the second on Stanley, 4th on Colby. A lot of times you won't see that called at all when you see a player out of control for one team. And not a lot of contact. Usually they don't bail them out, but this time they do, and McCormick does not take advantage. She misses the free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe of the game. Kinsey Dodson checks back in for Colby. Stanley with those 2 fouls will get a break. Back in for Scott City is Kennedy Holstein. Second free throw was also no good, so making her first 2 was Bren McCormick, but she missed the second 2. And it's still 6-5. Colby down by a point with the basketball. Brooklyn Jones over to Kayla Shields. Shields back to Jones on the top right. Jones to Vaughn. They set that double screen trying to get her open at the top. Didn't have the shot, but she'll drive anyway and takes the shot in the paint. It is no good, but a definite foul on the play there, and Vaughn will go to the line. This foul charge to Scott City Lindy Rumford, her first, 4th team foul. Both teams with 4. Vaughn shooting 2 here for the Eagles. Allie 1 of 2 from the charity stripe in the game. 3 points on the night. Right-hander spins the ball, dribbles 3 times, and makes the shot. Vaughn with 4 in the game. Scott City will put Weathers back into the lineup. Shelby Patton will come out. Score tied at 6. Vaughn with a chance to give Colby their first lead of the game. She does. Free throws in there. Substitution now for Colby. Dodson going to come out. And Brielle Bengy checks into the game for Colby. So Bengy, Jones, Vaughn, Foss, and Shields, the 5 on the floor for Colby as they try to pick up this pressure defense. Both teams have tried it in the game, and both teams have been able to handle it on the other end. But this time, Scott City, a little airmail pass off the mark by Chaplin, ends up in the second row, where it was caught cleanly by a Colby fan. Eagles with the basketball. Foss will throw it in. Finds Brooklyn Jones. Great pass by Foss. Jones on the other end lays it up and good. Brooklyn Jones with the bucket, and the Eagles lead 9-6. And a steal. Vaughn steals the inbound pass. She's fouled. A reach in by Madison Chaplin, her first. 5th on Scott City. Not a shooting foul. The Eagles lie on the basketball. On the sideline, 2:09 to go. Nice momentum change here. Scott City started the game on a 6-0 run. Colby now on a 9-0 run, and with the basketball. Foss trying to get it in, finds Shields, who gives it back to Foss. She'll dribble around to the left side of the floor, hands it off to Jones. Jones dribbling to the right side, hands it off to Vaughn to the left. Vaughn stops at the top, tries to get it over into the hands of Brielle Bengy. Not a good pass. It was stolen away by Lindy Rumford of Scott City. Beavers underneath the basketball. Weathers has it knocked loose. Still loose on the floor, and more loose ball, but we're going to get a foul on Colby. Getting the arm there, trying to come up with a loose basketball. A reach-in is going to be called on Taylor Shields. That's her second. So Shields and Stanley both with 2 fouls. Scott City will put J.C. Rose into the ball game. Coming out of the lineup is Bren McCormick. 9-6, Colby on top. Scott City with a basketball underneath their own goal. Beavers get the inbound pass in. Here's a 3. Off the glass and good. The bank's open for J.C. Rose. She gets it up and in there. We're tied at 9. Colby struggling on the inbound pass. They get it to Bengy. Bengy gets it over to Foss. Foss trying to avoid the double team here. Gets it cross court to Brielle Bengy. Bengy on the floor. Gets it left side to Jones. Jones will set up the offense here. Driving to the top. Picks up her dribble. Finds Hallie Vaughn on the top left. Vaughn gets a screen from Shields. Takes the screen. And finds tries to do a little pick and roll pass tipped. And Jones had a look at 3. Decided against it. Now we'll kick it back outside to Vaughn. Boy, she probably should have taken that one. Open look. Eagles back with it. Foss to Shields, left side. Jones underneath the Vaughn. She's fouled as she catches underneath. This is going to be charged to Emily Weathers. That's her second for Scott City. And you can hear the Scott City coach saying close, close. And that's because Weathers was getting ready to come out of the ball game. They had Shelby Patton waiting at the scores table to check in. But the foul came, obviously, before that. Eagles get the inbound in. DeFoss, who finds Vaughn for three, doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Scott City has it. Tied at 9, 50 seconds to go, first quarter. Beavers will set things up here. Madison Chaplin. Right side. Fakes right, drives left, kicks it out. Open three. This one is no good. Off the mark by J.C. Rose. Battle for the rebound. A jump ball called, and it goes to Colby on the alternating possession. Great crowd here tonight. Of course, Scott City always travels well. The Eagles get the inbound pass in and tried to get it up before Devon, who wasn't looking at the time, and the defender was able to step in and steal it before Howley gets back to it. Chaplin started with the steal. Chaplin with the basketball for Scott City. Top right, looking underneath. Colby in a 1-3-1 zone. Excuse me, a 2-3 zone. Scott City, baseline jumper for three is not going to go. For Rumford, rebound pulled down on the backside by Jones. Jones up the floor to Foss. Foss, 6 seconds to go. Finds Bangy, puts the shot up underneath. No good. I think she thought there was less time on the clock than there was, and then Scott City with the rebound had no time to get the shot off. So we start the second quarter the same way we did the first with a tie score. It's 9-9. Second quarter coming up in 60 seconds here on 100.3 The Ride.
The Big Finish is in effect at Colby Dodge this month. Take advantage of event discounts, which we have posted on our new vehicles. Ram trucks up to $12,000 off, Chrysler and Dodge up to $6,000 off, and Jeep products up to $5,000 off MSRP. Stop in today and speak to a salesperson to see if you qualify for additional discounts. Many programs are in effect this month. Browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com or in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Now back to more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome back. 9-9 is the score. All tied up here after 1 quarter of play. We start the second quarter. Jones, Foss, Bangy, Vaughn, and Shields on the floor for Colby. Here's a steal by Foss, her third of the game. Foss with a crossover dribble across midcourt. Finds Brooklyn Jones on the top left. Jones gets the screen from Bangy. Picks up her dribble, hands it back to Foss. Foss goes to the right side now. Stops at the top. Picks up her dribble. Scott City there quickly defensively, but Colby able to get out of it. Shields with the basketball. Little underhanded toss to Foss. Now left side to Brooklyn Jones. Jones gets a nice screen here, but it's a little too nice. As Brielle Bangy going to get called with a moving screen. Stepping in front there and didn't get set. So she'll get hit with the foul, her first. 16 fouls for both teams now with 6 fouls, which means both teams will be shooting free throws the remainder of the half. Scott City driving, kicks it baseline, jumper on the way, good. Boy, you can't leave Emily Weathers open. You can just make you pay. She hits the jumper. Weathers with 6 points in the game. Colby gets the inbound pass in. Foss picks it up and gets it across to Mackenzie Dodson. Dodson to Shields. Shields underneath. Finds Jones. Nice head fake by Jones. Steps under and scores. Great jobs by Brooklyn Jones. That's a great fake that leads to an open look. Again, tremendous play for a freshman. Tied at 11. 11. Jump ball call here on the other end. It's tied up, and Colby will get it on the alternating possession as Scott City got it to start the second quarter. Sorry, I was getting asked a question by the scorekeeper. Eagles with the basketball. Foss gets it in to Hallie Vaughn. Vaughn back to Foss. And Foss gets it across midcourt. Finds Vaughn on the top left. Vaughn back outside to Foss. Gets it over to Shields. Shields hands it off to Brooklyn Jones. Jones, top of the key, picks it up. Needs a little help now. Dodson comes out and gets the ball. And Colby Wright at the top of the paint. And here's Shields firing up a long three. It's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Scott City. Bryn McCormick got it. McCormick kicking it underneath. Foss trying to get the steal and got there a second too late and ran into the Scott City player. That's her first personal. 7th team foul. One-on-one opportunity upcoming here for Scott City. And this will put Emily Weathers at the line. Weathers, 6 points in the game. Her first trip to the free throw line. First attempt is up and no good, so she will not get the second. And the Eagles got the rebound. Break for Colby. 11-11. We are all tied. 5:41 to go, second quarter. Colby with it. Shields, top of the key. Hands it off to Vaughn. Vaughn guarded by Chaplin. Kicks it back to Johnson. McKenzie looking underneath. Finds Jones on the backside. And her spin move in the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. Putback is up and good. Top finish for Brooklyn Jones. But she got it to go. 6 points for Jones in the game. Colby back on top 13-11. Scott City now with the basketball. Gets it in the hands of Amber Lotta, who's checked in, and she has it stolen away by Foss. Foss up the floor. Vaughn looking for Brooklyn Jones on the backside. The pass a little too hard. Jones couldn't hang on. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. Over the substitution here. Kennedy Stanley getting set to check back in. Stanley checks in. Shields comes out. So they're going to put some pressure on here. Scott City able to break it. Almost traveled. No call though on Lotta. Beavers with it. Weathers to Lotta. Lotta guarded by Shields. Drives and gets it back. Now here's Lotta again, feeds it in the corner. Here's an open look. Would have been three, but it was no good for Jason Rose, and we had a foul off ball on the rebound. And this is on Scott City. It's called on Amber Lotta, her first personal, 17 foul. So Colby now will shoot a one-on-one. Scott City with the substitution. Lindy Runford checks back into the lineup for the Beavers. Actually, foul was on Shelby Patton, not on Amber Lotta. They corrected it here at the scores table, the official did. So Foss is going to shoot a one-on-one here. Left puts it up, and then she'll get another. First quarter night for Brittany Foss, and the Eagle lead is 3, 14-11. Second free throw for Lotta, or for Foss, is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Scott City. So the Beavers with it. 14-11 the score. Colby up by 3. 4:22 to go. Second quarter. Scott with it. On the baseline, it goes out of bounds. They tried to feed it into Kennedy Holstein, but the pass was not a good one, and Holstein couldn't hang on to it. The Eagles will put Brielle Bangy back into the ball game, and Jones is going to get a well-deserved break. Eagles are short on numbers again, and shorter tonight without Jill Stevens. And so we got players playing a lot of minutes here for the Lady Eagles. Colby breaks the press with a nice down-court pass from Vaughn to Dodson, who missed an open lay-in. Oh, my. You can see she is not happy with herself when she's on the floor. That one was as open as you can get, and I think she almost took too much time, thought too much about it. Just a lot of shots in the paint tonight. Scott City with it after getting the rebound on the missed shot. We'll set things up on the top right side. McCormick drives in. Shot doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Dodson for the Eagles. Colby with it. Foss up the floor. Finds Hallie Vaughn streaking to the hoop. Vaughn saves it from going out of bounds as she couldn't hang on to the pass, but he saves it into the hands of the Scott City player, and Bryn McCormick will run the floor for the Beavers. Misses the shot underneath. Battle for the rebound. A jump ball called. This will stay with Scott City. Scott City Beavers with a couple of substitutions here. Emily Weathers checks into the game. Also in is Madison Chaplin. 3:20 to go. Second quarter. 14-11 Colby. Scott City with it at the free throw line. Madison Chaplin finds the cutter on the backside. Good pass, and Lindy Rumford makes the catch and scores it 14-13. Colby up by 1. Eagles with it. Foss over to Dodson. Dodson to Foss. Foss underneath. Finds Dodson, who spins in the paint. Shot blocked. And Scott City away with the basketball. Beavers get it up the floor. Pass kicked by Brielle Bangy. Stolen by Foss, who's on a tear defensively in this game. Gets it out to Bangy. Bangy driving to the right side, a blocking foul on the Beavers. Emily Weathers is going to get hit with that one, and that is her third. Weathers was trying to get out of the way. Wasn't a reach in or a dumb foul. She just made contact with the knee. And she was trying to move, couldn't get out of the way in time. So her third, 8th team foul, one-on-one opportunity for Colby, and Brielle Bangy will be the shooter. Patton checks back in as Weathers, Bangy misses the free throw. Patton back in for Scott City, and Weathers with those 3 fouls back out of the lineup. She has 16 points. We'll be happy to have her on the bench as long as possible. Scott City with a basketball in the corner. Little head fake blocked by Kennedy Stanley, and the Scott City player in Nancy Rose came back to the floor with the ball, and it was blocked, so that's traveling. And Colby's going to get it back. Eagles with a couple of substitutions. Jones back into the ball game. Also back in there is Shields. So Shields, Jones, Foss, Bangy, and Vaughn on the floor. Jones right side to Foss. Foss up the floor looking for Allie Vaughn, throws it over her head. Vaughn was open. It was a tough pass with a defender flying into the face of Foss, but missed it out of bounds, and Scott City gets the ball. Beavers get the inbound pass in. Chaplin and McCormick combined to get it up the floor against the Eagles' press defense. Scott City with it in the corner. Patton kicks it outside, now top left. Here's a 3. It's contended, but it's hit. Knocked down by Brenda McCormick. McCormick with 5 points in the game. That's her first field goal. She made a couple of free throws. And Scott City back on top now. High score of 16-14. Eagles with it. Underneath is Shields wide open. Misses another lay-in. Oh, my. And then a foul on the rebound against Shields. That's the frustration one there. That is her third personal, though. We can't have that. Neither in the game tonight. She's going to have to come out, and Kennedy Stanley with her 2 fouls will have to check back in. 18 fouls, both teams with 8 fouls. Another one-on-one opportunity for Scott City. And Shelby Patton will be the shooter for the Beavers. Scott City started the game on a 6-0 run. Colby went on a 9-0 run after that, and it's kind of been back and forth. The teams making runs since then. The free throw by Patton was no good. The rebound pulled down by Colby on the one-on-one, so Eagles with it, trailing by 2. It was tied at 9 at the end of the opening quarter. Here's an open 3 by Vaughn. Good, rattles it in there. Allie Vaughn with 7 in the game, and Colby reclaims the lead, 17-16. Scott City dribbles one off their toe, and that's a backcourt violation. Colby basketball. Rose dribbled it off her toe and then dove for the ball, but she went across midcourt after she'd already crossed. So again, that's a backcourt violation, and Colby gets it. 17-16. Eagles lead by 1 minute, 13 seconds to go in the half. Foss across midcourt, had it poked away. Comes back up with it, though, and makes a great move. Drives into the paint and tries to thread the needle in there to Brielle Bangy on the backdoor cut, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Colby will have it under their own goal. Scott City will put Bryn McCormick back into the lineup, and Megan Vance comes out. Colby will put Dodson back into the lineup and give Brielle Bangy a break. Foss, Vaughn, Bangy, Jones, and Stanley, the 5 on the floor. Eagles with the basketball. Vaughn on the top left. Gets the screen from Foss. A moving screen from Foss, unfortunately. And that's going to be the second foul on Brittany Foss. 19th foul on Colby. This is a player control foul, so there will not be a free throw, even though Scott City's in the bonus. 17-16, Colby with a 1-point lead. Scott City with a basketball. Beavers will set things up here. Madison Chaplin kicks it in the corner into the hands of Rumford. Rumford back to Chaplin. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Dodson. Dodson for Colby. Gets it across half court to Allie Vaughn. Vaughn on the run. Doesn't have anything. Picks up her dribble, and she's hit on the arm. This one going to be on Mumford, her second personal. Allie Vaughn going to shoot a one-on-one for Colby. Scott City will put Amber Lana back into the ball game, and we'll get Mumford out of the lineup with those two fouls. So Vaughn to shoot for Colby. Eagles up by one. This is a one-on-one opportunity. Hallie, first one up, and good. Vaughn is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe in the game tonight. It's set for a second attempt. Hits them both this time. 9 points for Vaughn in the game. Eagles will put Brielle Bangy back into the lineup, and Foss will get a break. 19-16, Colby up by 2. 29 seconds to go in the half. Scott City with the basketball. Head fake by Lotta. Picks up her dribble, makes a great pass in the paint, and a beautiful finish on a little hook by Bryn McCormick. That's a great play by Scott City. Eagle lead cut back in the half. Colby across half court. 7 seconds to go. 6 seconds. Jones spins, needs help. 3 seconds to go. Finds Allie Vaughn, bad pass. Vaughn going to fire up a half quarter. Boy, there was a lot of contact there. That could have easily been a foul call. Officials did not decide to blow the whistle, and at the half, we got a 1-point game. 19-18 in favor of Colby. We'll take a break back with the start of our halftime show after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby basketball on 100.3 The Ride.
Butler Builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake. Each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler Builder, you are building on more than concrete and steel. You are building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler Builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
Local farmers and businesses are the backbone of our community. They provide jobs for local people and supply our community with important goods and services. Here at Loans and Merchants Bank, we invest heavily in the community. Our bank participated and sponsored over 100 events.
Brand new
points for the Eagles. They were led by Hallie Vaughn with 9 in the first half. 6 points for Brooklyn Jones. And then 2 points for Kaylee Shields. And 1 point for Brittany Fox. 19-18. Colby was the halftime lead here tonight. In the Eagles, was really, not really, not kind of, but really, busy struggling with the game. That's kind of out of his, play a lot of games in short time. And looking at the upcoming schedule for the 5-2 Lady Eagles, they will have a good one on Tuesday. In Goodland. Actually, up on Thursday, Goodland, tonight. jumper there in the paint. After a full court press here. Block. Kennedy Sander, now back to severe reaching on Jason Rose. For first foul by the half, which is not catches. From the inbound here. The Chargers captured it. Far into the ball. Pass is into Vaughn.
We're
is Cerullo back to Staff on the top right. Calvin will drive. This is Cerullo. Cerullo in the corner of the lane. Gage. Left side of Calvin Staff. Now to the top of the key. York to go to Winger. Winger drives the ball all the way. Back to Sacco. Rebound for Brown line. Weaver going over the foul call. That's caught. Over the back foul call by James Cerullo. We're going to be marked as well. Shooting in his free throw after this. Well, 13 in the game, looking to make it 14. That was substitution. Harrison King in the lineup. Marcus World and Greg Franklin. Sampson lead 24-15. Minute 26 to go. Second quarter. This is Lewis down with Snap. Jordan Shippers. Shippers sets right, drives left. Left upper. No good. Say it wouldn't matter, but the foul came on the floor prior to the shot. Shippers will shoot. Foul starts to Jackson Lewis, his second personal foul. The Shippers will shoot. And it's a one-on-one opportunity again until the foul came before the shot. Both teams with 9 fouls in their hands. Shippers, set, hit, we'll get another 6 points for Jordan in the game. He's 3 of 5 for the Candy side. Pete Brown checked in for the Eagles. Cerullo will come out. Second free throw. The Shippers on the way. Even that, no good. We'll shoot the whole way. The green dot. He's going to pull down that Scott City. Colby with a nice press. Scott City able to get 2 at this time. Harrison King steps it up. 8-point lead for the Eagles. 1 minute to go now. Colby with a nice trap. Scott City gets out of it. Now he's in the paint. Wallmeyer. Up through. Knocks it loose. Still loose. Scott City picks it up. Drive in the paint. An outside shot. No good. We got pulled back by Shippers. Jordan somehow gets it over to Calvin Sassy. Sassy to the top of the court. 3 seconds to go. First half. Ryan Myers in the top right. 1 of the 3. Just didn't have time. Wallmeyer underneath. Slavin. Nice good move by Xavier, and he lays it in. 4 points for Xavier Slavin. 24-18. Colby down 6 with 22 seconds to go in the half. Good flash defense by Colby. City breaks it. Here's Abbott. Harrison King. Pass to Hunter Yeager. Wanted by Ryan Myers. Yeager fires the 3. All the pass in there. Looks well short, but he bounced it in there. It's 27-18. Scott City at the half. We'll take a break. Come back to four after one of our sponsors. You'll see the Eagles on radio. It's City basketball on 100.3 Drive.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because we're proud to be a part of it. Cornerstone Ag is Sanford's heart to be a local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. There are non-food firms that can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, their local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way to grow your business.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and express of knowledge from the local communities of Colby, Webster, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Big Finish is in effect at Colby Dodge's Club. Take advantage of the best discounts continue posted on the new vehicles. Ram trucks up to $12,000 off, Chrysler and Dodge up to $6,000 off, and used products up to $5,000 off. MSRP. Something you did to posters and CC qualifies for additional discounts. Many programs are in effect this month. Browse online 24/7 at ColbyDodge.com or in person at Western Country Bridge on Saturday to visit tour.
first half of George Pickens for 6 points, 4 points for Calvin Scott, and for Xavier Slade in the first half, 3 for Ryan Myers, and 2 were scored for the Gators. As we continue here on halftime, that's by Colby High School athletic director Brian Moore. What is that on the ball? We're a little shocked on air. Well, it's been a while. I know. We have a lot going on, though. It's a good start to the quarter four. Let's play the good fourth. A tremendous start to the end. Goes to the state, and there's an extra loss. He won chance as well. They'll get tremendous job running. We need to take the lessons in the day. That's the key. If anybody will get the team that's coming to my business. Well, we're going back to 2 days of something done for 44 hours. Third school, third school, it doesn't matter. Yeah, go to the very important. Started by the winger, back to Farrell. Now Lewis. Now Yeager. Something looking for an opening here. The drive by Farrell, 50 to the hoop. Contact underneath, Wallmeyer back to the board. No foul either way. The bucket will count for Farrell. He's got Coach back to the lead. Eagles with it. Jordan Shippers gets the screen. From Vaughn. Give it a process. Turnover to Colby. And we're going to 30-second timeout taken by Coach Winslow and the Eagles. University reception. So we'll see how 3-4 timeouts remaining. Cap City with 2 poles in the game, so all of them will be full from here on out. Colby still with 3 left. Eagles will put Ryan Myers into the game during this time. Myers is there, he's shooting. He's picked up a 3. On tonight, and look at you born here. 37 to score, 6-point custody.
Jason with Bowling Mortuary and Colby and Appalachian. Pre-arrangement funeral services very ways to make sure your family is taken care of even after you're gone. At Bowling Mortuary, we'll help you plan events to make sure that your wishes are taken care of. From the type of service, monument, and casket you get, we'll set up pre-funding arrangements designed to serve programs like these. At Bowling Mortuary, we are dedicated to ensuring that your loved ones' memories are cherished. See our website at bowlingmortuary.com for more information. Picture this, on the beach, all the fibers, red, orange, and yellow, which is what like the real color. Whether you can watch your ice cream, six better than something like that, it's just like that. If you picture this, is it perfect? Just so many of those are Cassidy can hold a push off of him. Ball over. Shot of the paint doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. The jump ball going to be called with Colby on the alternating possession. Wilderman, Myers, Staff, and Shippers to 5 on the floor. Minutes 4 to go, 6-point deficit. Eagles shot. This time Lionel set things up here. Staff going to hand it off to Ryan Myers. Myers. To the right side, behind the back dribble, gets the screen from Shippers. Finds Walmart. Walmart. The head fake. Puts the shot up in the paint. No good. Foul call. This one, I believe, on Burns. Cassidy going to put in. One to one, number for Wilson. Walmart to shoot for Colby. This shot screen for Payton. This one right. Bush. Eagle to put Wilmer and Clayton back in the ball game. Myers and Wilderman come out. They'll do an offensive defense substitutions right now here. Try to get your shooters on the floor when they have the ball. The defenders themselves. But they're missing. Stoppers is for it. Walmart puts the second one up. It's just take 3 or 4 from the charity shot when he did it. Now timeout called by Colby. 60 seconds timeout. Back to more. The Eagles are ready with Colby basketball in just a minute before the next clock. Northwest
staff. Russo does not get a big break for the Eagles. Colby gets the rebound. Walmart gets the punch. Finds Wilson into the corner. Stays. Fires the three. No good. Rebound goes up by Staff. Now it's there. Now the Staff with a bucket. A big one. It's just one possession game. 3-point contest. 56 seconds to go. A quick foul on Colby. That's ready to shoot. Wilson in charge to Ryan Myers. It's his second. 6 points for Rager to get rid. Big free throw for Larry Yeager. He's got 7. Colby down 5 again. Myers is a pretty good shooter, actually. Just outside the Staff. Down to Myers again. Ryan pulls up for a 3. Good! A big 3 by Ryan Myers. There's a 2-point game with 41 seconds to go. Timeout by the Eagles. Their final timeout. We'll take it with them. 45-43. Colby down 2. 40 seconds to go. Back to Warren. Here's the minute on one on the Central Drive.
You have to know, but the next time you try to get that big city mega monster 40 to score, ask them if they know your name.
Well, excuse me, maybe?
Ask them if they're Northwest Campus doing Tri-State area.
Northwest West? Is that from Wisconsin or something? You know what? I'm on a tough timer anyway.
Now visit the Sports Shop and pull. Good morning, Sally. Looks like the promising year for the Eagles. The Sports Shop offers the same great variety and selection as the mega super duper sporting goods stores, but they're small enough to remember your name, your school mascot, solve problems, and answer questions. The Sports Shop, Boulder.
You can know that can be the most difficult experience you ever go through, but at Person Brock Funeral Chapel, we are ready to ease your burden during your time of grief. We serve all of Northwest Campus and offer reliable and professional services, including funerals, monuments, and memorial service. Contact Person Brock Funeral Chapel at 785-416-7979 and let us help you through your life. That's 785-416-7979 or online at personbrockfuneralchapel.com. The Eagles on radio, 103 The Rise.
Personal. 15 foul, 2 free throws coming here for Scott City Myers. And a little bit of set to check back in for Colby. Shooter. Will be playing for Overmore. 4 points in the game. We'll try to flip to the free throw line tonight. Will be set here. Plays the line. 35, 6 on the line. Going for Baltimore again. The Baltimore again. This is what's actually a possession game. Second free throw. That's Tony. Goes the line. Bridges. Shot. Good one. 6 points to Baltimore. Colby down 6 again. 4 again, I should say. 6 seconds to go. Colby with basketball. Shot. So Ryan Myers. Knocks over, pulls up on the left side, fires up the 3. A little down, rebound battle for and a foul ball. It's super hits the ball. We're over the back of Jordan. Weaver foul on the game. And while he was no close to get the foul anyway, so you try to get the board if you can, and go over the back to get it. If you don't get the board, you drop the foul, then you cut the clock, and that's the big thing. Chip was out. 22 seconds to go in the game. They were out of the seconds to leave. That's the line of six to lose. That's going to just bust down the stretch here from the free throw. And then a 5-point lead now. Trying to make it 6 points with 22 seconds to go. But it's still a two-possession game no matter what. Free throw's good. So the timeout called. That's it. That is the final timeout. Period. Head coach has one remaining. in the game. We're going to keep it here. But we'll make some substitutions. We'll get some players out on the floor. We'll see who comes in. So we're at the end of the game. We'll see how everybody lines up when we come out of the timeout. But if you're the Eagles here, you got to get to the top quickly. And you got to get something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a three. You want to get a three if you can and open look for one, but you just got to get points. And then you got to either steal the inbound or foul immediately if you don't. And then just try to work it out from there. Again, I just see we'll have a timeout to work with after this, but you got to credit Colby. Again, been battling in this game. It's been close all night. Had it down to 4, was had it down to 3. That's just down to 2 here just a little bit ago. Having to foul, Scott City has done what they're supposed to do, and that gets the free throw. And Cerruto, the 5 on the floor. He will get in triple. Here's Wingo all the way down the floor, quickly on the right side. James looking 60 seconds to go. 15. Finds Myers up a double chase for 3. It's not going to go. He's up, pull down by Williams. He'll fire up for 3 on the baseline. No call. Doesn't go. Myers is going to rebound his 3-pointer. Doesn't go. Yes, there's Cerruto with the bucket. A lot of contact, no foul. And that's going to do it. Flurry left us there at the end of the game. Tremendous effort by the Eagles on the night. So they're going to come up short against South City tonight by 6. 49-43, the final score. We'll take a break, come back, and get started with our post-game show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on radio, Colby Basketball on 100.3 The Ryan.
Esther and Colby Kansas want you to know that your carpet is like a huge air, trapping dust mites, pollen, bacteria, and every time you walk across your carpet, you stir those things up in the air, and you and your family are breathing all that in. It irritates your lungs, complicates asthma, and even makes you sick. But for more than 50 years, Service Master Clean has been serving both residential and commercial customers. Service Master will do whatever it takes to make sure you and your family live in a happy, healthy, clean home. Call Service Master at 785-462-3423 to get started today.
Real people, steel people. They demand rugged performance, long-lasting value, and the knowledgeable service of their local steel dealer. Right now, dependable steel